Hey Rangers, today we have the web exclusive Black Widow Age of Ultron Avengers figure, and I've got to admit I'm kind of because the box is pretty much the same size as Ant-Man. So we have the Black Widow text here. We can see that Black Widow is there. Getting a picture of her, lovely picture of the side, more kind of different posing, so you can put it in different stuff, and again her lovely picture there. The top has Black Widow, and the bottom has Black Widow her face. I think that should have been at the top, but let's open this bad girl and have a look inside. Inside the box you get two batons, you get the two guns, and you get a different set of hands. So when we come to Widow's face, it looks perfect. I actually, when I looked at this, thought, wow, this looks more like Scarlett Johansson than the Robert Downey Jr. one for Tony. I really like the eyes. The hair really stands out, and it's kind of like a bronze. When you look at it, when different shadings of like kind of dark, it looks okay, but it looks fine. We've got her eyes, her lips, and then obviously when we move down to the kind of top part, we can see that the blue lines from her costume go all the way down. When we come down to the next part of the body, we can see the belt stands out really well, as well as the electronic shock things that she has on her gauntlets. I really like the gauntlets, they stand out, and I just think they look absolutely awesome. They've done a really good job with the blue leading into it, and even on the kind of like the little things here, as you can see. Now the belt kind of stood out as well, mainly because you've got the kind of black and the kind of silver that works well, and then you've got these little parts here all around. Now when looking at the paint job, they could have done it a little bit better on the belt, but it's not too bad. When we come down to her feet and her legs, this just really is cool. We've got the kind of the blue symbol. I don't know if that's meant to be electronic, so if she knees someone or hits someone it hurts, but I really like the kind of the wet look. It kind of really stands out on this one because it's meant to be kind of leather, I'm guessing. I really like the fact that these two things stand out as well. And when it comes to the boots, now I'm very kind of weirded that they're like that. I thought they were kind of like normal shoes. I didn't realize that she wore that type, but cool. I might have to watch the film again, but we can see that along the side there's more detail, which makes this figure kind of stand out more. Now looking at the back, now the hair kind of really works, and this is possibly, out of all the ones that I've seen, this really is kind of cool. The kind of colours really mix in well, and when you look at her back as well, you've got more of the texture, which I've talked about, and then the blue lines come all the way at the back. Now I kind of wish it kind of joined up, because for some strange reason it just stops. I don't know, I think that I would have just finished it there. When we look at her kind of her elbows, we've got more of the kind of punching thing, so I'm guessing it is more of a, she hits them, it's electric going right through it, or they could be battery packs, because I've noticed that the blue lines just come straight from it, so that's what I'm guessing it is. When we come to the belt line of Widow, we can see that the belt has got kind of a rustic feel, like it's not really been painted, but it's meant to be like that. Her accessories around her belt, which again really stand out on this one, and I kind of like them a lot. It looks like, I don't know what that one is, but it looks like a detonator or a communications device. When we come down to like her legs as well as her ass, we can see that there is the kind of like leather pleather type texture, and again we've got more of the rough texture of her costume. You can just see there again we have the kind of little pouch thing that she has, and we have straps going along this side, which really looks kind of cool, to be honest. And the final part is, we've seen these sorts of joints before, mainly on Tony, and I don't know if I like them a lot, but they're okay. And it also reminds me of the Dragon Ball Z range. When we come down to the kind of near the ankle, gun, you've got more kind of like straps around, which I wouldn't have thought that they would put on, but dear god, it looks really cool. And then we see like the shoes are kind of a different color towards the rest, like a shinier kind of black, which again rests on ball joints. So as normal, we look at the stress test of the figure. So the feet move quite well, like that, so they don't move around, which is kind of annoying, but still. The legs bend like so, and they actually move really like smoothly. The leg moves around like that, leg moves around like that, arm goes up and around, the hands move very stiffly. It's the only thing that's stiff on this figure. Okay, and then you got the torso, just like so. And get the head. Moves around like that, up and down like that. I really like adding the extra features like the batons. This really kind of looks cool. When I was posing it, if I can get it back in the right way, I did think that she was calling in an airplane. But it looks kind of cool. I really wish that it came with like different faces, but these like kind of like extra things really kind of make it stand out. Again, having the extra kind of guns really kind of makes this figure stand out. But the one thing I don't really like at the moment is the way that if you try and attach the hands, they don't always go in properly. The peg is a little bit either too big or too small, but the hands don't really attach. It took me a while to actually get these to be posted properly, but it's the only downside I've seen of this figure. My final thoughts on this one is that it's a really nice figure. For a premium one, I'm kind of now back in love with the Marvel range, and I'm kind of hoping that they're going to continue on with this one. When we look at Tony, he wasn't that great. He disappointed me a lot. But this one, this Black Widow figure, oh my god, is amazing, and I highly recommend it if you can still get it. My only down point, and this is the only things I found, is that the hand joints. I really wish that they would connect a little bit better than they would do, but at the moment they're kind of so kind of making different poses for hands, the batons, for the guns. They're kind of a little bit different, and they're kind of a little bit disappointing. And I tried to get her into one of the kind of like down pose, but it just didn't work. So I'm wondering how to do that one. But apart from that, it's a really nice figure. I'd highly recommend it if you can still get it, and if you're going to be collecting the Marvel range, then highly get it. Definitely, you need this one. I'm glad that we've got a Black Widow figure, because I know there's not that really much out there of her, so this is a great addition to anyone's collection. So Rangers, would you get a yes or no? Let me know down below in the comments, and what did you like about the figure? If you like this video, like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Check out the other videos we've got on the channel, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.